Hey, I'm Steven, and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new to the channel, welcome. For the rest of you, this is becoming a regular thing between us. I like it. Hope we're not moving too fast. On August 2nd, 2006, Elon Musk published the secret Tesla Motors master plan. This tongue-in-cheek document detailed Tesla's plans over the following decade. I'll put a link in the description, but in effect, there were 4 key objectives. Number 1, build a sports car. That was the Roadster. Number 2, use that money to build a more affordable car. That was the Model S. Number 3, use that money to build an even more affordable car. That was the Model 3. And number 4, while doing above, also provide zero-emission electric power generation options. That was solar. Tesla did what they said they were going to do. This matters. One more time. Tesla did what they said they were going to do. To have the gall in 2006 as a fledgling electric vehicle startup to tell the world, we're going to make EVs mass market affordable and here's how we're going to do it, and then to successfully execute on those plans over the following decade is a remarkable feat and says everything about Tesla, its vision, its mission, its culture, and its ability to innovate, execute, and disrupt. At the time, their claims seemed ridiculous. They were ignored, mocked, and laughed at. Fair enough. I mean, why would anyone believe this crazy young startup? But here we are 13 years later with almost 1 million Teslas on roads, and their flagship product, the even more affordable car, the Model 3, is taking the world by storm, absolutely dominating sales and capturing a huge slice of the global EV market. Guess what? There's a new master plan. Published on July 20th, 2016, it lays out Tesla's plans for the future. Do you see where I'm going with this? Let's look at Tesla's master plan, part Deux. That means part 2, you uncultured swine. By definition, we must at some point achieve a sustainable energy economy or we will run out of fossil fuels to burn and civilization will collapse. Given that we must get off fossil fuels anyway, and that virtually all scientists agree that dramatically increasing atmospheric and oceanic carbon levels is insane, the faster we achieve sustainability, the better. Here is what we plan to do to make that day come sooner. Integrate energy generation and storage, expand to cover the major forms of terrestrial transport, autonomy, and sharing. Let's look at each of these in more detail. Integrate energy generation and storage. Create a smoothly integrated and beautiful solar roof with battery product that just works, empowering the individual as their own utility, and then scale that throughout the world. One ordering experience, one installation, one service contract, one phone app. This is already in full swing. Tesla's solar roof tiles are coming to market, power walls are already available, and individuals are becoming utilities, generating power via solar, storing it in their power wall, and then selling surplus energy back to the grid. The South Australian Government have a project underway to create a huge distributed utility, which they're calling South Australia's Virtual Power Plant, by using solar combined with power walls on 50,000 low-income homes. To date, 1,100 of the 50,000 homes are part of the Virtual Power Plant already, and at only around 2% of its final scale, the Virtual Power Plant has stepped in to save the day and stabilise the power grid when a coal peaker plant went down recently. This project will act as proof of concept for virtual power plants the world over. And keep in mind, Tesla's energy division was basically on ice for a year or two as Tesla urgently diverted resources from all parts of the company to ramp Model 3 production. With that solved, Tesla is making a big push into energy generation and storage. Tesla seems to be executing this plan. Expand to cover the major forms of terrestrial transport. Wait, what? Do they mean cars? Here we see Tesla's plan to create vehicles to capture all major consumer markets: sedan, SUV, and pickup. The Model 3, the Model Y, which is ramping as we speak, and the genius Cybertruck to be released in 2021 check these boxes. Let's read on. What really matters to accelerate a sustainable future is being able to scale up production volume as quickly as possible. That is why Tesla engineering has transitioned to focus heavily on designing the machine that makes the machine, turning the factory itself into a product. At first principles physics analysis of automotive production suggests that somewhere between a 5 to 10-fold improvement is achievable. Tesla engineers are focused on turning the factory itself into a product, as in something you can buy or license from Tesla. If they can achieve a 5 to 10-fold improvement over current automotive production methods, this will be massive. 3 years after this was written, we know Tesla bit off a little more than they can chew with the machine that makes the machine during the Model 3 ramp. However, the lessons learned during this hell, including erecting the tent production line, have been implemented at Gigafactory 3 Shanghai, which was constructed in record time. 10 months from muddy field to producing vehicles with 65% less capital expenditure per unit of capacity than the US Model 3 production facilities. I wonder if they'll implement more learnings in Gigafactory 4 in Berlin, which will be constructed by the end of 2021. In 2016, Tesla acquired Grohmann Engineering, who specialise in the design, development and sale of automated manufacturing systems. In 2017, Tesla acquired Perbix, stating that with the acquisition of Perbix, Tesla further advances its efforts to turn the factory itself into a product and build the machine that makes the machine. In 2019, Tesla acquired Hybar Systems, who have expertise in lithium-ion battery manufacturing processes. Tesla seems to be executing this plan. But there's more. Let's read on. In addition to consumer vehicles, there are two other types of electric vehicle needed. Heavy-duty trucks. Okay, that's the semi, we know about that, yep, whatever. And high passenger density urban transport. Both are in the early stages of development at Tesla. High passenger density urban transport? What the fuck are they talking about? Tesla is going to become a public transport provider as well? Yes. That's where the Boring Company comes in. Yep, the one that digs tunnels. Guess who is making the high passenger density electric vehicles to be used in those tunnels to transport people around cities in a fraction of the time it currently takes? It's right here in the master plan. Tesla is working on designs for accessible electric, microbuses, let's call them that, which will operate in Boring Company tunnels as public transport. Everyone's asleep on this. The revenue opportunity is staggering. Lots of people use public transport today. Even more will when it's dramatically quicker. Autonomy. Tesla's goal is to develop a self-driving capability that is 10 times safer than a human driver. They'll achieve this via massive fleet learning. Tesla is approaching 1 million vehicles on the roads, each of them collecting data to improve its full self-driving AI via deep learning. Partial autonomy is already here, and Tesla are attacking the problem from both ends, at highway speeds with Navigate on autopilot, and at slow speeds in urban environments with Smart Summon. Autonomy is progressing deceptively fast. That's the nature of exponentials. As time goes by and more features continue to roll out and Tesla's self-driving AI goes from drunk teenager to attentive adult, it won't be long before Teslas are driving themselves without supervision and people the world over will liberate what was once driving time for everything from sleep to work to entertainment to... I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty about Tesla's lead in fully autonomous driving. That can wait for another video. At this point, I'm confident in predicting that Tesla will win autonomy. Their data lead is unassailable. If you question this, tell me why and I'll address it in a future video. The point is, Tesla seem to be executing this plan too. Sharing. You'll be able to add your car to the Tesla shared fleet just by tapping a button on the Tesla phone app and have it generate income for you while you're at work or on vacation, significantly offsetting and at times potentially exceeding the monthly loan or lease cost. This dramatically lowers the true cost of ownership to the point where almost anyone could own a Tesla. Since most cars are only in use by their owner for 5 to 10% of the day, the fundamental economic utility of a true self-driving car is likely to be several times that of a car which is not. In cities where demand exceeds the supply of custom-owned cars, Tesla will operate its own fleet, ensuring you can always hail a ride from us no matter where you are. This is the most important piece of Tesla's plan. From an investor's point of view, the potential is ridiculous. Absolutely, unquestionably ridiculous. When Tesla's fleet awakens and suddenly millions of vehicles can begin passively earning income for their owners any time of the day or night, it's game over. Traditionally, a consumer buys a car and then its manufacturer doesn't see any additional income, unless you count service or maintenance. Now, Tesla will be able to generate huge recurring profits by taking a slice of robo-taxi earnings. The overhead in establishing this business is almost zero, just a bit of software. The hardware is being paid for by customers, not Tesla. Tesla just takes a clip of all the earnings. It's genius. And it gets better. If Tesla solves full self-driving first, and drivers are no longer required, the biggest cost in ride-hailing services has been eliminated: the driver. This means Tesla can massively undercut Uber, Lyft, Cabify, all of them, and make gigantic profits while doing so. This alone is the foundation of ARK Invest's $6,000 5-year price target on Tesla stock. So yeah, Tesla seems to be executing this plan too. Let's recap. Tesla's current master plan consists of 4 parts. Create stunning solar roofs with seamlessly integrated battery storage. Expand the electric vehicle product line to address all major segments. Develop a self-driving capability that is 10 times safer than manual via massive fleet learning. And enable your car to make money for you while you aren't using it. If they do all four of these things, they're poised to become one of the most valuable companies on planet Earth. The question is, can they execute? Before you answer, just remember, 13 years ago, Tesla told us what they were going to do, and they did it. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan, this is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment below. Did you know about the master plan? Do you think Tesla can execute? Why or why not? And if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. PS, if you're still watching, you're awesome. This channel has kind of blown up since it launched, and I'm working on making the best possible content for you guys, but it takes time. Consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem, so I can continue creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. Either way, the best kind of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again. You can stop watching now. There's definitely not Easter eggs at the end of my videos.